into a situation with his wife. Then she filed for divorce. Now, what is being said is, they had into a physical altercation. The mother of the wife called the police on him, and they're showing pictures of him doing the Michael Jackson, holding the baby, possibly, allegedly over the balcony. They're showing like pictures, and she filed for divorce. Her name is like Kita Vocero, whatever. And let's talk about it. You got the NFL Talk playlist, NFL playlist, music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And who knows what the dispute was about? I just, he's very reckless. He was having baby after baby after baby after baby while they was together. I think they just had a daughter. And I don't know. If women don't look at it. They don't look at it logically. They always look at things where they think they got the magic vibe to change a guy. Like, oh, once you get married, I can change him. No, you can't. He kept knocking down women. He just, he thought that you was the one. He thought that you was the one that he wanted the most. He wanted to keep the most. He probably found you the most valuable, or he liked you the most, but he kept getting other women pregnant. You know what you signed up for. That's what he was probably doing before y'all got married. So women need responsibility in this too. Stop thinking you can change dudes. You can't. And stop thinking when you get with guys who got paper, you just gonna be the one and only. That's never gonna happen. You're never gonna be the one and only with a guy that got paper, that got money like that. Like, no, especially if they still in their prime. No. That's what it is. No, you're not going to be number one. You're going to deal with all the other chicks that come with it. Unless you got a very mature guy, or a guy that, had his fun and he cool with it, or he's just a different type of dude, But you would think with all these diseases and shit going out here that, dudes would just, play it safe. But she knew what she signed up for, and she probably thought he would change and a ring would change it. She just won't take him to the bank. I don't know if they got a prenuptial agreement, but they come at a critical moment in his career. We had an off year because of the quarterback play. He said he wanted to leave. It's at the point where if they deem that he did something and have no charges been brought up yet, and they charge him, Tyreek gonna be out the league. He gonna be sitting right next to Antonio Brown, to be honest with you. So, even if she putting up with your stuff at some point, or she cool with the agreement, anybody will tell you. You know what I'm saying? I had this chick I had an agreement with where you was like, I'm doing whatever I do. My mom was like, don't do that. They know most women cannot knowingly fall in line. They cannot knowingly be part of a rotation. Somebody gonna get jealous of somebody. You see what happened with Zion. Somebody gonna get jealous of somebody. And I talk about Zion too. Somebody gonna get jealous of somebody. And that's just what the business is. Women cannot control their emotions. They cannot take the truth or handle the fact they part of a rotation. As long as you make them feel like they're the only one and nothing overlap, then they cool with sharing you. I'm telling you. So some women don't have an option. They'll be with their baby daddies and shit, and they let their baby daddies leave and go be with another bitch, or the chick he was cheating on her with, or whatever. Some are cool with that. They be cool, he gone, and they get back out there and they got a kid, and they find out no other dude gonna take them serious. So they just keep sleeping around with dudes and keep sleeping with their baby daddy. That's another reason why a lot of people say baby mamas is recreational use. And it's gotten to the point where dudes are just saying no to baby mama. So women think, okay, I'm gonna get out this divorce. I got kids. And a lot of people look at women that was married that's baby mamas different. They're a little bit different, but still the same. And, you get divorced or whatever, and, and you get back out there, still like they be thinking like they got priority. No, the younger, more beautiful women have priority. So at the end of the day, she knew that this wasn't gonna be sustainable. He knew this wasn't gonna be sustainable, and he's a reckless individual. And at the end of the day, you creating all these babies, right? Paying all this child support. It seems like you can afford it right now because everything you got going on. But as soon as that NFL checks stop, or that knee injury, or they get you out of the league for this, he ain't gonna be able to afford all them kids. I'm telling you that right now. He ain't gonna be able to afford all them kids. You know, and if you're gonna have somewhat of a coalition like that, all right, how about 3 or 4 women? You know what I'm saying? You know, be clean with it, wrap it up, whatever, or whatever it's gonna be, and just deal with it. My thing is, he reckless and he giving money away, and he's gonna be on his knuckles talking about I don't want to pay child support, this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, but she knew what she signed up for. She probably thought she can change him, couldn't change him. That's just what it is. And at some point, he's gonna calm down when that money be gone. When that money is gone, you know what I'm saying? When that money is gone, then he gonna be on his knuckles. He gonna be a whole different, more humble, all that type of stuff. Remember that dude from the Baltimore Ravens, Chris McAllister? You know, would end up, go look him up and see what happened to him after he made all that money in his career, where he ended up. So, people be thinking you can make all these problems and they ain't gonna come bite you in the ass. You know? And whatever, if he really did, they had pictures of him holding that baby and he was holding her over the balcony, yeah, you can't blame her for walking away. She knew what she signed up for. He was going to keep dibbling and dabbling other women. That's what women don't understand. When you get with dudes who got that amount of money and that popularity, you going to share dick. That's just what it is. And women be like, why? Like, you think if I can have the pick of the litter, I'm going to just talk to you and you didn't help me build from the beginning and I'm going to have a loyalty to you? Look at Xavier Worthy. He was, loyalty. She cheated on you. So they already got trust issues. So why would he just remain loyal to you? You know, he loyal to you. You cheated on him. Like, if you built from the mud from him and you tried and true, then you probably got a chance. But a dude that if he didn't have what he had and, you wouldn't be with him, like, he has no loyalty. My thing is for him, if you're going to be out there like that, why not just wrap it up? Why not just get a vasectomy or something? I don't know. But he just probably liked her the best. That's the number one thing. If you number one, you shouldn't really even be concerned. But then again, there's health concerns. When dudes out here being reckless and impulsive with their penis, you can bring me something that can take me out the game. So yeah, like, that's inconsiderate. That's why, the whole hookup culture is crazy, because don't nobody like to wear condoms. You know what I'm saying? So you would think with all this shit going around more now than ever, if you don't like to wear them, you get one partner and be happy with it. But it's just the curiosity, and people think, like, women think kind of being a hoe is cool, and niggas like being a player is cool. Man, ain't nothing like a pregnancy scare with, and it's always the bitch that you don't want to be with. Trust me, it's always the bitch you don't want to be with. They don't talk about the stories going to the clinic, the scares, all that shit they go around. Oh, the extortion for pregnancy, the extortion for abortion money, going to the abortion clinic. That'll make your ass sit down. Ain't nothing really cool about the player life or the whole life. I'm telling you. You ain't missing nothing. You court women the right way. You vet women the right way. You court a man the right way. You vet them the right way. You make sure, y'all values align, all the critical, whether it's religion, finances, politics, whatever you concerned about, how you run a household, whatever. You let that line, y'all, you rock out. You trust and believe me, you not missing nothing. The best discipline that you can have is self-discipline when it comes to sexual discipline. If you can master sexual discipline, you can master anything. Come on. Most people that come around you, especially women, they just want to fuck. That's it. They just want the skins. That's it. They just want some sex. And most of the women that come around you as a man, they just want what your wife got. That's all they want. They want what your wife got. Simple as that. And they may not feel that role well. Or your girl got, they may not feel that role well. Very inconsiderate, all about them. Just think they could lay up and not have an itinerary for the day. Oh, women just think being a housewife is just laying up being lazy. Hell no. So, we create our own problems a lot of the time. Sometimes we can't avoid certain problems, but a lot of times we create our major issues. We create them. He created this. And I'm telling you, down the line, this is going to hurt him a lot. He going to be crying and this, that, and you just create more and more overhead and more expenses when you don't have to. If you want to have kids, pick one woman, lay down with her. If you wanted to be a player, go ahead, protect yourself, protect your assets. You know what I'm saying? And wait till you done, you know, you get it out your system and then you go procreate. But he wrong. She got every right to walk away. If he did any harm to that baby, he got every right. And if the mama called the police because he did harm to that baby, she got every right. And he should literally go to jail. Legitimately. The wife didn't call the police. The mother did. So this is all alleged, man. Check out the NFL playlist, music entertainment playlist. Hit the link tree in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Everything inside the link tree. Join the Patreon. Peace.